Using digital technologies to tell stories opens up an exciting way of activating old iPads. Regardless of whether you would like to use it as assessment in a curriculum area or just to spice up a lesson, digital storytelling is a simple and exciting way to engage your class. For this example, I'm going to show you how to use an older iPad to tell the same story in 3 different ways. This can easily be adapted to whatever subject area you are currently teaching. The 3 different styles are live action, green screen, and stop motion animation. So for our 3 different types of content creation examples, we're going to do the same scene 3 different times. And we're going to create something that's very simple. So our scene is simply somebody enters a room and places a cup on a table. But we're going to do it in 3 different ways. So the first way that we're going to do it is using green screen. So for this, I clearly need an actor to help me. Today I have CJ, my trusty sidekick. And he's going to be my actor who is going to walk into a room and then place a cup on a table. So with green screen, we have the capabilities of being able to turn that green into whatever we want. So for something like this, I'm going to turn the green into an office background to make it look like he's walking into an office and placing his cup on a table within an office environment. So all I've done to set up the iPad is simply gone onto the internet, found an image of a blurred office background and saved it to the iPad. Now, once you've done that, you can go into your green screen app, which looks like a little pink octopus. Tap to open, and you can see that my scene is already set. So on the bottom row, I have my blurred office image that I found on the internet, and then on top of that, I have the camera that is open. So now that I'm ready to go, I'm just going to hit the record button. It'll count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and action. Hit the stop button and say cut, so my actor knows to stop performing. And then it'll ask me of a few different options of being able to save it. What we need to do at this point in time, which is really important for device-based filmmaking, is just hit the save to camera roll. And now if I do that, then iMovie will be able to access the little video that I've created. Okay, so for our next example, we're going to use live action filmmaking. And what we're going to do is the same scene. So somebody walks into the room and puts a cup on a table, but we're going to cover it from 3 different perspectives. Okay, so for this example, we're going to use 3 different shots: a wide shot, a mid shot, and a close-up. The wide shot is used to be able to establish and see everything that we want to be able to show in our shot. So in this case, a chair, a table, and then somebody walking in with a cup. A mid shot is the next one that we cover, and that simply shows a closer perspective of the person who's coming in and taking a seat. Close-ups are great to be able to use to emphasize particular points, and in this case, I want to hone in just on the coffee cup. So now that we've got our 3 different shots, our wide shot, our mid shot, and our close-up, we're going to use iMovie to put them all together. So it makes it look like the little scene is happening at the same time. So we're going to go into iMovie and we're going to line our videos up so they make sense. So I'm just going to create a new project, hit create movie, and the first thing I'm going to do is just put my videos down in the order that I want them to appear. So we're going to go wide shot, mid shot, and then close up. So now what we do is if we watch that through, it'll look like the same thing happens essentially 3 times. So what we need to do is simply trim each clip so it makes it look like it's all happening at the same time. So I'll work with my wide shot to start off with, and where I would like for it to change from my wide to my mid shot is just as CJ is about to take a seat. So around about there. So now I've done my wide shot, so I now just need to work on my mid shot. So I just keep moving that forward until he's just about to sit down. And then on the last one, from the mid shot to the close up, I would like to have it so that it's just as the cup hits the table. And then now that I've done my mid shot, the last thing I need to do is my close up. And now if we watch it back, I'm just going to trim the start as well because it's a bit boring. It looks like this. And then that's it. That's a simple technique called cut on action, which we put together in about 5 minutes. So our third and final type of content creation that we're going to do is stop motion animation for the scene that we've created 3 times. So for this, all we need is the iPad stabilized somehow. In this case, we put it in a case and then it sits on a tripod. And then we just need this app called iMotion. There's a free version, which is amazing. So if we just open the app, you'll be able to see our scene. And this works really simply. All we need to do is take a picture and then move our character and then take another picture and so on and so forth, and it'll make it look like the characters are moving themselves. So for this, it's fantastic to be able to work in pairs. I've got CJ to be able to help me to do this. So first thing I'm going to do is take a picture, and then CJ is going to move the character just a little bit towards his chair. And then I'm going to take another picture, and then CJ is going to move him again. Now the thing with stop motion animation is you really need to keep your camera as still as you possibly can, which is why the tripod is a fantastic idea. And I'll take another picture. And then the other tip with stop motion is take as many pictures as you can and make as many small movements as possible. We can press stop twice to be able to see our little creation. So you can see he walks on, takes a seat, and puts the cup down. So that's 3 different styles of content creation, all done on an older style iPad that you'll be able to implement in your classroom straight away.